Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're here exploring the counter to the member of. We're here doing the counter to the argument of why marijuana should not be legalized. And I'm here to defend the legalization of marijuana and how we need to legalize marijuana and make the cultivation, process, and sale and the use of marijuana, both medical and recreational, purposely legal here in the United States. This proposition will consider the four criteria: public health, criminal justice, economical impact, and individual freedom. As my opponent addressed these issues, I will also counter what he has brought up. But let me just give you a fair background of marijuana and the issue here in the United States. Over the past few decades, attitudes towards marijuana have shifted globally, some with regions legalizing it to use for various purposes. In the U.S., several states have embraced the shift, citing potential benefits in terms of public health, criminal justice, and economical impact. As we see, legalizing marijuana leads to issues like legalizing marijuana leads to less issues like crime, street crimes, and small petty drug offenses that could help reduce the number of incarcerated prisoners in the state's prison system, which can also just overall help the state with getting more able bodies to be able to work and do more jobs to help the state. And also public health concerns of why we need to legalize marijuana is because illicit marijuana poses health concerns to the public community, because if we get marijuana that hasn't been regulated or tested out in the streets, you never know, it could be laced with harmful chemicals or something we don't even know of. But overall, our proposed plan involves a comprehensive legalization of marijuana, both for medical and recreational use. These plans include regulating frameworks, ensured product safety, proper labeling, and responsible marketing. That is the most important right there. Responsible marketing towards adults, and also giving adults knowledge on how to avoid from their children getting into it, and also marketing that will not target children or make it pleasing to children. That is the most important thing that we must do to be able to actually have this work. And additionally, measures will be implemented to expunge the records for individuals convicted of non-marijuana related offenses, because nobody should have to deal with that on the record, especially if it becomes legalized. But overall, public health public health benefits. Like I said, regulating marijuana will help with potential illicit marijuana on the streets. Also, the criminal justice reform, legalizing reduces the burden of criminal justice system by eliminating nonviolent marijuana offenses, shifting the law enforcement to contribute on more serious crimes, addressing issues of more important matters than petty marijuana crimes. And again, the economical benefits are again, high, and we shouldn't want to walk away from that, because the tax implementation can be high and be used to, better schools, better health system, better roads. It was just more money coming in to the state that it didn't have before, that was actually going to, the streets. And again, at the end of the day, individuals should have the freedom to be able to smoke a small plant that grows on literally in the forest if it's not regulated. Like, again, we do live in the United States, and we must be able to have freedom. If we're allowed to drink alcohol, which is, in my opinion, a lot worse than marijuana, I think marijuana should also be allowed to be able to smoke recreationally. And I just want to address some of the I just want to give some counter arguments to what my colleague said. He said that marijuana makes you, dumb. Scientific studies suggest that responsible use and education can mitigate potential cognitive risk. And it also said that kids will be buying weed. If we had that logic for everything, then everything would be illegal. Because at the end of the day, alcohol is legal. Kids can still get it, but it's as parents to educate our children to not want to do that, and also have a better system in place to avoid things like that from happening. He also said gateway drug is marijuana, but there is evidence that suggests that marijuana itself may not necessarily lead to the use of more drugs, and proper regulation can help mitigate such concerns. And another one of the points my colleague made was that he says that taxes won't help, but at the end of the day, states that have legalized marijuana have seen substantial tax revenue, increase, and also management of these funds can be contributed to education, healthcare, and social programs benefiting the community. And again, he says that it's not being regulated safely. Again, unfortunately, we are the government. It's a working process, and we have to audit and maintain audit and keep auditing and make sure that everything is regulated correctly, and eventually it will become. And we also have to maybe address the ATF to also regulate and be a part of the regulation of marijuana, and add a new letter, the ATFM. But in conclusion, the legalization of marijuana holds the promise across various domains of public health, individuals, economic growth. By carefully addressing concerns, implementing responsible regulated frameworks, we can pave the way for a more informed, progressive approach to marijuana use. Thank you, and have a great day.